For as long as humans have existed, people groups have been subject to exploitation.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
Times have changed, but people all over the world are still exploited primarily through what we call human trafficking. And despite organizations and governments working tirelessly to stop it, it is still a widespread problem that needs to be fought.
There are between 20 and 36 million slaves in the world today.
But when you imagine fighting this injustice, what images come to mind? Is it this? Or this? Or maybe this?
But what I do have are a very particular set of skills.
When most of us think about fighting human trafficking, we tend to focus on the rescue.
You quit your job and you go and rescue those kids.
But when we only focus on rescuing victims of trafficking, we fail to address one of the main reasons people find themselves in these dangerous situations. They're vulnerable. At Global Child Advocates, we aren't just fighting human trafficking, we're preventing it before it happens. We accomplish this by investing in things that make families and children less vulnerable and therefore less likely to be trafficked in the first place. What does this look like? In Thailand, when desperate refugees come across the border from Myanmar, they often have nothing and are easy targets for traffickers. That's why we provide multiple types of support and opportunity that empowers families to protect themselves, their children, and form safe communities. In Tanzania, a country ravished by poverty, families often believe their children will be better off in an orphanage. Instead, these children become higher risk for trafficking, criminality, and drug abuse. That's why we are investing in local families and developing foster care so that every child has a safe place to call home. You may have never noticed it before, but our greatest weapon against human trafficking overseas is the same one we use right here at home. We surround our children with people that love them and will stop at nothing to protect them. And when we do this same thing in vulnerable communities, children become safer than ever before. At Global Child Advocates, we are fighting human trafficking, but our fight looks less like this and more like this. So hopefully this and this don't happen. Join us in uplifting vulnerable families and protecting vulnerable children. And together we can stop human trafficking before it begins.